Welcome everybody to the Eric and Linda live show. It is Tuesday, 6 o'clock, and we're competing with the NBA finals, but that's all right. We know that you're going to still be here watching and checking us out. I'm Eric.
And I'm Linda. And you do want to watch the show tonight because we got this, I don't know, I'm going to call him Doogie Howser of entrepreneurship. He is probably too young to even know who Doogie Howser is, but stay tuned. He has a story to tell, really great story to tell. So watch it. Anyways, Work Find 209 is located out here in Tracy, California. We're a shared workspace, and we started these live videos, live shows, actually.
Glasses, can't see.
That's important. You have to see. We started these live shows last year during the pandemic, and we did them for half an hour. Then we met our producer, Shell T. I always got to give her props. Every show we give her props because she turned this whole live show into something that was good to something that's dynamic. And she does all of our commercials, and we're going to start advertising that too. You can advertise on our show, and she produces the commercials. So we'll share that flyer. Here it is. Go ahead and share it.
Check it out. It doesn't cost much to advertise. We have a lot of different people who advertise their businesses. They want commercials. It gives them a little bit of props, right? It's shared. We also share it on social media as well. If you want more information about that, 3-month contract, man, we can create the videos. We can create everything for you. Shell T is phenomenal. She does a great job with all her graphic arts and producing her videos. So
and you'll see them in our commercials. So that was our new spice for 2021 is adding these commercials, and you can see some of our work at our next commercial that's coming up in a few minutes. What else do we have? We're a co-working space.
I think she hit pretty much, and part of the purpose and the reason behind this was really to spotlight entrepreneurs, business owners, those of you out there who want to start a business, not sure how, to encourage you, to motivate you to, think outside the box or get outside the box. And so we bring on people from all different industries that really adds value to you guys as viewers. And we really appreciate all of you out there who are always watching us, giving us thumbs up and, commenting. If you have questions, put them in the chat. This young man will be coming up in just a minute. I'm sure you guys will be really amazed, because even us, we were amazed. That's why we were running a couple minutes late, because he's so exciting. He got a lot to share for a young man. And so we're excited to have him on the show. And just want to hope you guys all had a great 4th of July. 4th of July was Sunday. Oh,
you know what, Eric? I forgot to mention the other great part of the show is that we have a numbers up game. And nobody has won in the last four episodes. So it's up to $40. So you do want to watch and pay attention when I say put in your numbers. It's $40, but you must be present to win. The directions or the instructions on how to play the game is right there on the screen.
Number between 1 and 50. The closest number without going over is the winner. And the winner is not $10, like she said. It is $40 today.
And you do have to put the number in before I say the number.
Not after. That's funny. Someone did that last week.
A couple times. It was funny though.
It's all good. So 4th of July was great. We had a great time. We were out at San Leandro Marina, and we're playing Frisbee, and gosh, man, I thought, my body was still able to move and run like it used to be able to. And I think it did pretty good playing some Frisbee games or whatever you want to call it. But right now, my body's pretty achy. So, when we get older, make sure you stay in shape, stay in condition. And even if you do that, man, be careful at an older age.
Well, we did warn him. He just doesn't listen. But anyway.
I like having fun. I put my body to the test.
He's still here. He's still here.
I put it to the test.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's still here. And I'm feeling 50% better.
back to the live show. So yes, we're gonna play that live game, numbers up game. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot because you were talking too much about your body ache. So
yeah, it's all good. What's up, Sergio?
oh yes, this is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that we started doing our live shows with just our local community, and we were just really marketing Tracy and the surrounding areas, but we've really expanded to like even international. We have people from the Philippines watching, and my niece texts me from Germany, and she's like, Auntie, I think you misspelled something on your live show. I'm like, wow, she's all the way in Germany watching my show and helping me out. So I want to give a shout out to my niece, Deb Padua, and thank you for, being
correcting her grammar.
Yes, correcting my grammar.
Next time, just send it to me. I'll take it. No. I'll have to double check her work now.
Anyway,
it's all good.
It's
but
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So that's what I wanted to say.
So cool.
You want to go to a commercial?
Yeah. Well, I see we have a couple of numbers in the number up game already. That's good. But make sure you guys stay up until the end so that you'll be.
You have to be present to win. Yes.
Yeah. So coming up, our next guest right after these commercials, you guys are going to be blown away. I'm excited because I talked to him a couple of times, and this young man is just phenomenal. And so we're going to show him and bring him right back after this commercial break.
Welcome back, everybody. You're here watching the Eric and Linda live show, and Eric is about to introduce our guest for this evening. I can't wait to hear from him. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, go ahead. This young man, he's right here in our backyard. He's 18 years old. I mean, he started his own company at 16 years old. He's doing some wonderful things, continuing to grow. I mean, I haven't seen an entrepreneur like this at this young age. I mean, he's doing some wonderful things. So let's just go ahead and welcome Shriam to our show. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the introduction and the opportunity to be here, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on here and connecting with us. We always like new connections, and you're a great new connection.
So
likewise.
Man, let's go back. You're 18 already, right? You started how many companies?
So it's all been branched under one LLC. So like they're all different like brand names. So I just do DBAs, right? But I'm gonna be turning 19 next month.
All right. So he's almost 19. Yeah. And look, I mean, and he has probably a lot of DBAs, but let's go back to how you got started so young.
Yeah. So around I would say 15, like say sophomore year in high school, right? I was getting a lot of those Ty Lopez "I'll make you rich" ads, right? Like all of us have gotten those, right? And I became a little bit interested. So about like a month, I just binge watched YouTube and other things, right? And I came across a couple of videos on beauty lines and everything, right? And I realized, hey, this is like pretty like not too expensive to launch, right? Like something like Violet Ease, right? And it's something I can do, right? So I put together a niche, right? and I saw natural skincare as a growing market. So I saw oils as a perfect place to start, and that's where I started. And to date now, I have over 25 products in that, and I'm launching a jade roller and a gua sha, which is a very nicely paired product with my oils.
So I got a quick question off script real quick, but who is your like best selling client? Is it male or female?
A female.
Yes.
So, yeah, of course, female. So my main clientele is female, and I unfortunately don't get too much analytics into like, all that sorts of stuff, but I mainly target towards females.
Yeah, definitely. Because you know what? Women will buy beauty.
They'll
They
buy
will
anything. They'll just spend all your money.
Yes, they will spend money on beauty. I do want to give a shout out to my lash girl out there, Angelica, who does my lash, because I spend money on beauty.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
but
it's
back to the oil.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 16, you got started. I mean, was there something that kind of triggered oils for you starting off, right? Your company, Terra New, right? Let's kind of share that a little bit. Terra New is your company for your oils. And that was the first one that you started, correct?
Yes, that was the first company.
And so how did you think that oils would be that company? Why did you start oils?
So it's kind of interesting, right? Because I was put into a situation where I didn't have much capital to start with, little to none. It was a couple $100, right? So and this was pre-Kickstarter or anything, right? So in my mind, I had a couple $100 to start with, right? And to think of making a cream, right, that was a lot higher of a minimum order quantity than like a gallon of oil, right? So overall, it was the startup cost, also competition, right? On Amazon, I saw that there were a lot of oils that were doing good, right? Yet there weren't too many, which would make my market unbeatable.
Wow.
What's your best seller?
Yeah, so my best seller is our own blend. It's called a saffron luxury oil. So we take saffron oil, which is actually extremely rare. Took us like years to find a really good supplier, right? And we infuse it with a blend of 14 super oils, which includes marula oil, argan oil, rosehip oil, sunflower oil, and vitamin E, which all is it's like a perfect blend, so that not only oily skin people can use it, but also dry skin, right? Because of course there's different characteristics for everyone, right? So we tried our best to make a even blend, and that's our best seller right now.
Wow. So oils, 20 different oils.
Yes.
And that's just one startup. You guys are going to hear a lot. You're probably going to learn a lot. I'm learning a lot from them.
I got another quick question.
Okay.
Sure. Do you happen to know who Doogie Howser is?
No,
I didn't think so. But you are, okay, so when I was about your age, maybe a little bit older, there was this guy named Doogie Howser. It was a TV show, and he was like this young kid that was just so smart in the medical field. And you are the Doogie Howser of the entrepreneur. I think you are just like,
absolutely.
You're young and you're just motivated and
determined and creative. I mean, there's a lot of things you are, man. And I mean, you're awesome. How about that?
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just grateful. I've been blessed with the opportunity to be born here, right? Everything. So I'm just like, I'm 18. I'm going to go for the skies, basically.
Yeah.
I have a lot of way to go.
Yeah, you're doing it.
You know what? I have another quick question. So, what inspires you, or what inspires you to be the entrepreneur that you are? And then how did you figure out that, I don't really want to go into a 4-year college and you wanted to pursue this entrepreneurship career? So what motivated you?
So the biggest motivator of why I dropped out of college was because I adopted a dog, and it would break my heart to see my dog be home alone while I work. So she's going to be an office dog in my warehouse, right? So my dog was one of the biggest things, right? And another bigger thing is I just find the freedom of working from anywhere, right? So I could be in Bali and still be having my factory put out goods and sell on Amazon or my Shopify or wherever, right? So it's really the freedom of like being anywhere. And like right now I could be making sales, right? I could be talking, making sales, right? It's overall like a really, I would say, digital nomad type thing, right? I just really mess with everything there is for entrepreneurship, from like the grind, right? Like, to be honest, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, right? More failures than ever. Like all these products I talk about, right? I've just hit and miss, trial and error over and over again, right? So I just love it, to be honest. I love the grind.
Wow. Wow. And that's good, man. And that's good because, it takes that. It takes that. Launch one, fail, launch another, fail, and you just keep going. It doesn't, you don't stop. You don't quit. Yeah. And that's, man, that's really cool, man. This is your website. This is for your oil. So I just put that in the chat for you guys who want to go out there and do some shopping and get some oil.
Yeah, so we plant a tree for every oil sold. So we're an actually sustainable brand, right? We're taking the nuts from the tree, then replanting a tree, right? That's the way it should be, right? So I'm going forth, and this is another. I remember when you're asking me about why I do what I do, right? It's kind of being a problem solver, right? I see a problem that kind of I gotta fix this, right? And then I get excited, I create a solution, right? Sell it, make money off the solution, right? It's kind of a win-win, and it improves the world in some way, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
There was one comment from Amin, and he was one of our members, and he's an entrepreneur too, but he's not way older, but he's older, way older than you. Yeah. And when he commented like awesome, he sees that in you as well.
Absolutely.
And, that's great.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man, we're gonna get in. We're gonna keep talking about it. I know we got to go to commercial break, but this is some really exciting stuff. You have some more brands to share, some more ideas. We're gonna talk a little bit about how you got your product on Amazon and all some more stuff, man. This is phenomenal. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up. And telling the brother calm down, and fit a square with a round hole. Cause every time that I come around, I turn it as loud as it go. Sipping the rock, pink collide, or give me the lime. Ready or not, give me a sign if you want me to stop. Giving it to you a cappella, the music will drop. One at a time, singing a rhyme on the drop of a dime. It's got time to shine, baby. I'ma break it down until it's liquid. Turn up, stir it up, call it biscuit. Hold up, I'm turned to the max. So loud, I got a deaf mute in the back. I'm not gonna do what it does. The first time that it marches into the track. All the way up, turn it all the way.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Eric and Luna Live Show. We're here live with Shriam, who's an 18-year-old entrepreneur.
About to be 19.
Yes, but next month. And those are tidbits of our commercials. And I want to give a shout out to his barbershop and in his image and the background music. L.A. Jackson, who was also on our show. We enjoyed him, and then maybe soon we could get in his image on our show. But he's working at our hours. But who knows?
Yeah, we can get him on.
Yes.
He's an entrepreneur too.
We have an inside connection with him, so maybe we could get him on.
So we talked about the oils and the skincare, and you're working on the new project with the Jade Roller. Share a little bit about the Jade Roller and how that came about.
Yeah, so I actually got my Amazon brand registry, which is when I get a trademark back, right? It takes about a year to get a trademark, so it took a while, right? And I realized that my number one bought product with my oils was the Jade Roller and a Gua Sha, right? Because when you're using a Jade Roller, you typically use an oil or a cream or something similar because it's lubricating and also pushes the product deeper into the skin, right? So I then took that data and then I was like, hey, how about I just sell them together, right? And then I contacted a couple manufacturers. I played around with prototypes. This is literally a Jade Roller that I made by myself, right, with my own design. And
wow. Let's see that again. Let's see that. Hold that up one more time.
yeah, so this
So you
is
guys
how
see
the
that right
regular
there?
one is, right?
Yeah.
And then this is my design using these double bead, right? So obviously this is some pearl beads I got from Marshalls, right? So
Wow.
not what it's going to be with the finished result, right? So I tried patenting it, but it did not work. So I am now selling. It's going to be hopefully live within a month, maybe less than a month from now.
And so that jade roller you use with your oils to get the oils deeper into the skin. Does it? What else does it make you look young or feel
Yeah.
young? Anything
Yeah,
like
so
that?
think of a jade roller like a massage, but for your face, right? I'm sure you're feeling a back massage right now, right? So
Yeah.
think of that, but for your face, right? It not only increases your blood circulation, but also, like we were talking about before, the lymph nodes, right? It increases circulation there, right? And another really good benefit of it is if you just put it inside the freezer or the fridge for 5 minutes, now you have a cool jade roller, right? And this is, again, once this product does X amount in profit, I'm going to send it to my design team who's going to make an electric version. So that has cooling, heating, LED, facial technology, and a whole lot of other cool features. So really, really differentiate it, right? Because my goal for Terranew is not to be an oil company, right? It's to be an actual sustainable skincare brand, right? And that could also include high-tech skincare, right? So I'm kind of working into a whole, like, I just want it to be where when I sell a Terranew product, I'm not harming the environment, right? That's our goal as a company.
Wow, man, that's really cool.
Mhm.
That's
That
cool.
is super
So how,
cool.
for those individuals who may be watching or listening later, how do you get your products on Amazon?
Oh yeah. So I love Amazon because not only does it have 300 million Prime customers, right? So these are customers. Are you guys Prime customers?
Yes.
Yes.
There
Yes,
we go.
sir.
I'm a Prime customer too, right? So there we go. So it has coverage to almost let's be honest, the entirety of USA, right? And a lot of international too, right? I sell my products in Saudi Arabia, and I plan to expand to UK and other places too, right? So Amazon is basically like an entry portal to 300 million Prime customers, right? So they take 15% of my sales, right? But my conversion for a typical Amazon customer is around 10 to 15 to even as low as 8%, right? So overall, it's like a really good trade-off, right? That I get the credibility and 300 million Amazon customers, right? And then again, an Amazon customer is a Shopify customer, right? So
Yeah.
that's the way I love using Amazon. And speaking
Wow.
of starting, literally right now, you could start with $0. So they have two plans, one that's $30 a month, right? And one that is $1 every single time you sell your product, right? So if you aren't selling products, like if you aren't selling more than 30 units a month, right? Then go with the 1 unit a month plan, right? So you can literally start for free.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
I
pretty
learned
exciting.
something new.
I don't know. I might create a product.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Love
see,
it.
like a word of advice for anyone who's going to start an Amazon company, right, is just think of it as a regular business. Just throw the idea of Amazon out there, right? You're just developing a product that's better than what's in the marketplace, right? So a lot of times people do the Amazon, they try drop shipping or whatever, right? That's not the real way to add value, right? You actually have to create a product that is not only unique, but is actually better than what's in the marketplace, right? And that could be done with as simple as printing a logo on a glass. There we go, right? Mugs sell very well, right? So it's really sky's the limit, right? Like you could sell paintings, you could sell paper dividers, whatever you really want to.
But just making it a little better than the next guy.
Exactly. And you're adding value to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I
So
like
did
it.
you like do a lot of research on Amazon to see like what's better out, what product you can make
Yeah,
better?
so obviously there are things like entry, like product entry. So saying you want to sell a pencil, you're not, you're not going to do very good on Amazon unless you have like the best pencil in the world, right? So of course there are little things like that, and starting from beginning to now, like I probably spend $300 a month on just Amazon tools, right? So it's like, yeah, pretty big jump to where I was from my product research back then to now, right?
Wow.
So do you spend your own money or do you like listen? I don't know what. You
Yeah,
like
so,
get in from your parents, or how does that work?
We said
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
Oh,
yeah,
Kickstarter.
I raised the 5.5K on Kickstarter back when I was maybe turning 17 from 16, right? And that money lasted me quite a bit because, like I said before, the oils were not too high of a product to start, right? I wasn't investing in $1,000 in machinery, right? I was just using a funnel with a little cottage license, right? So overall, it was a very low, like cost.
Entry point.
Right. And then as I continued on, what really helped me build was skincare margins, right? Because let's be honest, that $72 L'Oreal bottle is not 72 bucks, right? It's $1.50 ingredient cost and the rest is marketing, right? So for 40 bucks, they spent on getting that customer, right? And making that brand image of luxury, right? So I benefited off of riding Amazon's wave because over the past 2 years, right? So I greatly benefited on timing.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's good. Man, you're doing an awesome job out there,
Mhm.
man. Anybody have any questions? Anybody looking at getting started? Go on Amazon, do your homework.
Yeah, or ask the question right here.
or
We have,
ask the question.
you know, the young Doogie
Yeah,
has her
yeah.
Shriam.
Shriam. He's
on the show. He'll answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Your
of
question.
course, it's like Amazon in entirety is just one sales channel. When you launch a product on Amazon, you're launching on Shopify, you're launching on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, right? It's just like one sales channel. That's what you should think of it as.
Wow. Wow. That's really good, man.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's really good. Man, we got to go to commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, remember that Numbers Up Gang, we're at $40 right now.
Yes.
Numbers Up Gang is right here on your screen. Pick a number between 1 and 50. The number, pick the closest one to the number without going over will win. One winner, $40 today. We are at 40 bucks. I see a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers coming up. You should be teaching a class.
Yes, you should. And get paid for it too.
Yeah. Some good comments coming in, good feedback. Wow, this is exciting. Hey, so when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more. Maybe we could talk a little bit about some of your other companies you're working on and share a little bit about that. And when we come back.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back.
Spent your lifetime learning how to be like you, learning how to walk like you, learning how to do what you did in the earth, time after time. Spent a lifetime learning how to see like you, learning how to love like you, learning how to do what you did in the earth, time after time.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Welcome back, everyone, with the Eric and Ellen live show. We're here at Workbind 209. I do want to give a shout out to Black Jewel, who's on our commercial. He did one of our photo shoots. We do need to go back and revisit him and do an after pandemic photo shoot, but Eric says we should wait a little bit, but I think we should just go ahead and do it. Anyways, and the last commercial that we had is a new show that's coming out. It's a play, I believe, and it's coming out in 2022, produced by or co-written by our very own Shell T. And so keep abreast with it. It'll be
more like
advertising.
to be more like you. I think it's
Yes.
going to be a great play. Stay
Yes, to
tuned.
be
Check
more
it out.
like you.
Yeah. They might be coming to Tracy to work mine.
Yeah, who knows?
It may need a bigger venue, but yeah, it's all good. So welcome back, Shriam, to our live show. Man, awesome job. You know, we talked about the oils, and you know, I know you did some container shipments during the COVID and with PPE stuff. Share a little bit of how that worked.
Oh yeah. So let me get started. Right around COVID hit, my oil sales went down a little bit. Right, people were buying more toilet paper and and other things like that.
Yeah.
Right? So I was kind of I was like, hey, there's a lot of opportunity right now, right? Because I hate looking at things as one perspective, right? Like most people look at COVID as bad. Hey, COVID hit. Let me postpone my business, right? Hey, COVID hit. My supplier is 2% more expensive, right? I can't do this, right? So I was looking at it as like, hey, I know my stuff is messed up on oils. How can I fix this, right? So I saw the market and it was really moving more towards the mask. And me personally, I don't like getting involved in any of the medical, none of that, right? So I steered away from PPE and all sorts of things, right? But what I did see was a good opportunity where hand sanitizer stands, right? And wipe dispensers and acrylic shields, right? So I then went on to a couple manufacturing websites and I found a good supplier for them. And I invested a grand total of $900, right? And that 900 went to around 4K in profit or 4K in revenue, right?
Wow.
So from that $900, I bought around like 50 acrylic shields, right? And then shipped them to Amazon and they sold within a few days, right? So I then proved the demand, right? And from that profits, I reinvested slowly and surely, right? Like I wish I had like a big check I could cut, right? Like 10 container ships. I would be sitting on millions, right? But of course, that's not how entrepreneurship works, right? You need to bootstrap it check to check, right? So every single time I upped the order, right? And I was facing the biggest issue was out of stock, right? And I was out of stock for maybe 50% of the time, maybe even 60, 70. So yeah, it was mainly out of stock. That was the biggest thing.
But hey, you took a risk. You mean you invested, you made 400 times your money, right? I mean, that's huge, right? Instead of pulling back and saying, I'm not going to do anything, you took what was going on and used it to not only help yourself, but also to help others because people were looking for shields.
Yeah. And the thing was that what's interesting was the shortages back then, right? So especially the supply chain, I mean, not as bad as right now. I mean, I don't know about too much about the supply chain and whatnot, right? But back then there were a lot of shortages, right? So I had, again, the advantage of riding Amazon's wave, right? Because pre-COVID versus now, their stock prices quite the difference, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of got lucky in a sense of that, right? But then again, that $900, that was kind of for my failing to a new business, right? Ended up working out in my favor, right?
We had, before we did the show, we talked a little bit about this, and I liked what you said that you didn't want to take, because you knew that N95 masks were like a necessity for the healthcare workers, and you didn't want to take away from that, but you wanted to do something else to, help with the pandemic crisis. So you did something else, and I like how you were very cautious and thoughtful about
calculated.
Yeah.
And like regarding N95s, I would have been in a legal mess if I did do that. So it was more like legal, ethical, even though back then it was a whole mess of different stories I was reading. So I just decided to stick to a chunk of metal. Right? Not harming anyone, just benefited.
Yeah, and you did the door grab. You have that other.
So speaking of door grab, I actually came up with the product idea back when I was dropping off Terranew inventory at UPS, right? So I was pretty like annoyed with the fact that I had to put the box down, open up the door, and then figure my way around that, right? So I went online, I found a couple simple solutions, and then I went around and designed my own. So I made one that works with a handle, which didn't exist in the market at the time, right? Now I only have one competitor still, right? But again, this was kind of more of a COVID product in my eyes, right? Of course, the biggest use factor for door grab would be bathroom doors, right? I'm sure you guys know when the air dryers are becoming more popular, right? So people wash their hands, then reach for a towel, realize there's no towel, right? Air dry their hands and then touch the door handle.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me, right? So me sitting there, I was like, hey, I can definitely do something about that, right? So I sold a couple thousand units, right? And then kind of got bored of the product and moved on, right? It was just kind of like that. And it was made in USA. We did quite good numbers on sales too. So overall, it was a pretty fun project, experience building for me too, because I learned how to produce in America.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that is cool. And then the newest product, and I'm trying to pull it up. The newest product, I know it's a big project and it's huge for you, is the, what's the name of that new product? The sanitizer.
Yeah, so a UVC sanitizer.
UV sanitizer. How do you come up with these ideas?
Yeah, so, funny thing, right? So during COVID, again, I saw another opportunity in UV sanitizers, right? And keep in mind, my not only competitor, but my main competitor is Phone Soap, right? So they launched back in 2013 on Shark Tank, right? And they did around 5 million in revenue the 2 subsequent years after, right? So again, there was quite a demand before COVID, and during COVID, the revenue peaked maybe around 100 million something, right? Wow. So it was quite a bit of a big market, right? And as time went on, I realized that, hey, this is not a COVID product, right? This is a legit problem that's in the real world, right? So Violetes believes that clean living is healthy living, right? Wow. So we made it easy for you to sanitize anything you want, right? And our main target markets, because again, this is a niche down product, right? I can't enter into like a space like this, right? An iPhone, right? So we're starting off with a sanitizing solution of an at-home where you can put in baby care items because you can't wipe your kid's pacifier with Lysol, right?
Right.
So another thing would be electronic users.
You don't want to inject them either.
Yeah, and again, kind of going back to the door grab scenario, right? You wash your hands and then you pick up your phone right after too, right?
Yeah.
It never made sense to me, right? Especially since this phone is basically another organ to us at this point, right? It doesn't leave my side.
Wow. Yeah. Check out that website right there.
Yeah. And I put that together, and it was I took it to the point where it was ready to produce. And this is kind of my biggest slap in the face as an entrepreneur, right? I took it to the customer, right? And the customer picked up the product. They're like, hey, this is not good at all, right? They like the at-home because of the functionality, the touchless wave and everything, but the portable just didn't cut it. So right now we're developing the world's thinnest UV sanitizer, which is also collapsible, right? So that in itself is a pretty big feat. So I am looking for funding. So Violetes is kind of on the pause size, right? Because again, I can't be doing this much at this, like Violetes, Tyranny, I can't be doing it all at the same time, right? So I'm like trying to work on my mess ups or whatever you call it, right? I would just call it experience because I'm so young.
Yeah. Learning moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Man, this is just like, man, how do you do it? I know some people probably have some questions later. Is there like a best way for them to contact you?
Yeah, so you could email me directly at that email. That should be good. And yeah, that's Shriam@tatum. But yeah, that's the right one.
Wow. Man.
Any questions, comments, like if you want help on starting your Amazon business, I met this guy walking my dog this morning. Our dogs were playing. He was saying he was trying to make this olive oil product. I was like, hey, why don't you launch it on Amazon, right? I'm going to be talking with him later for that, right? So like, I mean, it's truly a blessing, right? Like being able to help others. So like anyone want to have any questions or anything, just shoot me an email. I'll definitely respond.
Man, that's a blessing, man. I mean, so anybody can start, you know, it just takes some little bit of homework, right? Some perseverance, right?
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to fail. You know, I mean, because if you fail and you give up, then what, right? I mean, you had a couple hiccups and look at you now. You're doing some wonderful things. You know, I mean, you're doing some great things. So what would you tell our viewers out there who wanted to start a business and had little or no money?
Yeah. So your best friend today would be TikTok. Like it's like regardless of what your business is, whether you're a lawyer, skincare, whatever you sell, TikTok and social media is your best friend, right? Because especially as a small business, right? I personally, I've had my employee do TikToks, but they just weren't up to the same quality that I want, right? So I'm working on getting a full social media manager, right? So in terms of like putting your product, your story, your brand out there, social media would be your best friend to go at that, right? And I know there's a lot of like kind of, you know, I've seen a lot of like scam pages on Instagram, whatever, right? But to like be like authentic, just be yourself, and people would like your story, right? Like I'm sure you guys aren't on TikTok, are you guys?
No, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. So there's accounts. So there's this one account. He works in an ice cream shop and he makes ice cream cakes for a living, right? He works there. He doesn't own the shop, right? And he has around 10 million followers on TikTok just from making ice cream cakes at the shop, right? So he got then an investor to help make his own ice cream shop. So now he's launching his own chain ice cream shop on TikTok because he has 10 million followers.
You
Right.
know, we do watch TikTok. I remember the chlorophyll phase on TikTok, and my daughter's like, "We got to get some chlorophyll," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Where did you hear about this?" She's like, "On TikTok." So I was like, "Okay, I'll go buy a bottle." So I went to one store, sold out. Went to another store, sold out, and it was all because
we drove all
over because of TikTok. And so we should do something on TikTok though for us.
Yeah, educate me. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
And I wish I had more experience in the social media, right? But by far, like to boost your brand. And again, we were talking about budget, right? Your voice and your TikTok phone, you already have the phone. It's free, right? It's free marketing, whether you get 1,000 views or 10 million views, right? That 1,000 could be a customer, right? So again, it's kind of just being yourself, be authentic, and bring a good product to the marketplace.
Wow. That's really good, man.
Wow.
TikTok.
4 million views.
Yeah.
4 million views, what, Shelty, on TikTok?
Yeah, that's great. Wow, man. Hey, keep up the good work, you know, and how much, so for your Violet Ease, you guys are still kind of, I mean, that's kind of on the back burner, but you're looking for funding too for that, right?
Yeah.
How much are you looking to raise right now?
Yeah, so right now with all the money I put in, we're looking around raising $500,000, right? And that's again why I am putting this project on pause, right? Because I firmly believe that I'm stepping out too far, right? To the point where I don't want to be balancing this huge shark, because the project cost $500,000, right? And I'm pretty much 10% invested into it so far, right? So in terms of investment, I'm not too much into the company, right? But again, it is a sitting duck right now. Anything could happen, anything really. So no plans on that as of right now, except for continuing to push Terra New, right? Because again, Terra New's success is also Violet E's success, right?
Yeah, Terra New. Hey, what about some oils, man? You want to give away some oils to anybody?
Yeah. I would love to give away some oils. Yeah, so any oil on my website, you guys can pick and choose. I have over like 25, I think. And yeah, just check it out. We have custom blends too, so quite a bit to choose.
Wow.
You know, why don't they you could pick, we'll have them email you if they're interested, the viewers, and pick one or two out of your emails, and you may win a free bottle.
Bottle.
And if you guys want door grab too, if you have a business that would like that, the totamba.com website can show you the door grab product.
Yeah, check it out. I put all of your websites in the chat, so you guys can click on the chat. Here's his email for those of you out there watching. You got Violet Ease out there. We have he has Terra New website. We have Totamba. Now, can you access all the websites from that one or not?
I'm sorry, like click on one website to all three?
Yeah.
No,
they don't
they're all
have
separate.
links. to one another. Okay.
Yeah, they're all
So
separate.
all of them are in the chat. So check it out.
Yes.
Man.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna email you. So look out for Linda at WorkFine209, and I'm gonna get my free bottle.
When I close my eyes, I feel like I'm gonna take that as a compliment, or
Yeah, it is. Yes,
absolutely.
it is. Yeah, yeah, man, you're doing some wonderful things, Shriam.
Yeah.
And man, we appreciate you for being part of our show and sharing your story. And you know, we'll stay in touch for sure. You know, definitely start working together and talking about how we can help you, how you can help us. I mean, you're never too old, too young to learn something. And so, man, I've learned a lot today, and really appreciate you being on the show. Any last comments you want to share with the viewers out there?
I think I'm good, but the best thing I could say would probably be, if you really feel like you should start a brand, right? Just go for something that you do every single day, right? And just find a problem to solve. Find a problem that you're passionate to solve, right? And for me, I don't always do that, right, with skincare and other things, right? But I do it because I have a passion to solve problems, right? So yeah, I wish I could think of a better code or something, but honestly, nothing's ringing in my head.
Man, that's really good. I mean, solve the problem, right?
Yeah, just
it
solve
has
the
to start somewhere and be passionate about it. You know, you have the passion. I mean, you didn't just take the oils and just stop and say, you know, I'm making some money. You started creating new oils, right? You said, okay, we're going to plant a tree. Now we're going to do we're going to come up with the jade rollers. And so, you know, you have a passion, and I can tell, man, and it's working. I'm going to see if I can get some of those oils and rub on my skin and see what it does.
Yeah. You know, one day when we launch a men's skincare line, then you'll be getting some samples.
All right, cool.
You know, thank God for that dog too. Your dog.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
My
your
dog's
dog,
fun.
you wouldn't be in this predicament or situation. And so, what kind of dog is it anyway?
Yeah, so I actually rescued her from Taiwan at 6 months. Like I told you before, she was the reason why I dropped out of college, right? Not the main reason, but excuse, I guess. Right. And we got her from a rescue from nearby this area, and she's 1 year old now, and her name is Slug, right? So yeah, she's a Fromesian mountain dog with a little bit of Labrador, but she is a rescue, so don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another great thing. You rescued a dog too at that. That's awesome.
Does those oils work for the frisbee elbow?
The frisbee elbow, I have no idea what that is, but I'll search it up after.
Throwing the frisbee too much, you get sore, maybe for pain and joints.
Yeah. So not for pain, but if I do launch a product, it's going to be with magnesium oil, because that does help with the joint and ache pain. But right now, I don't have a product for that.
All right, Sergio, stay tuned. Keep watching.
Yes.
Let's go to the website, check it out.
Absolutely.
And maybe soon you'll be having that oil for your elbow.
Yeah. So I'll get the oil, and then you could put it on me with the, maybe
with the face roller.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The jade roller.
Yeah.
Wow. Great, man. Great. Thank you, Shriam, for all your knowledge, man, and everything, brother. We really appreciate you. We'll stay in touch. If you guys want to check him out, go to his social media website, right there, right there, right there. He's all over the place.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for being part of our show. We're going to come right back after this commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, make sure you guys put your numbers for the Numbers Up game, 1 through 50. Today's winnings is $40 for Amazon gift card. $40. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. See you, Shriam. Welcome back, everyone. We're like overwhelmed with just wow greatness, man.
Yes.
This young man's not 18 years old, about to be 19, and got about 4 or 5 startups, doing some wonderful things out there. Wow, we really appreciate that sharing.
He's inspiring.
Yeah,
Even at my age, I'm inspired, you
yeah,
know, and
absolutely.
I'm inspired because it's never too late. You could still dream, and you're not too young to start a business. You're not too old to start a business. And, you know, it doesn't take much. You just have to be passionate about it.
Yeah.
And don't give up, like
Don't
our normal theme of
Numbers
our
up.
show.
Numbers up, gangs. Here we go. We're spinning the wheel round and round we go. Where we stop, and there is the ball. Make sure your numbers are in, people. Let's go to the top.
So before I say the number, put in your number. Okay.
Okay, if your numbers aren't in, you're too late. All right, here we go.
All right, the number is 37.
Ooh, 37. Man, I gotta go all the way back. 43. You're over. Uh-oh, that's the closest. 37?
Oh, yeah, 37.
Uh-oh.
That's 27.
Oh, 27.
Rose.
45. Over. 36 is the closest right now. 36. 17. Uh-oh, let's see where we got. It looks like number 36.
Yes, 36 is a winner. Chicken dinner.
Winner. Who is that? That looks like Charlotte. Let's go back.
It is Charlotte.
Wow. Let's go back.
Let's
go back to 36. Number 36 is the winner. Is she still on? Let's see.
Sorry.
I don't think she's on.
Yes, she better be. I told her
she's
she had to
off.
watch the whole thing.
Well, let's see. She needs to respond. Let's give her a few minutes. We'll give her about 10 seconds. How about that? Charlotte, where are you?
Go Charlotte from Juanita.
Uh-oh, she's not there yet. All right, well, we'll wait. Charlotte, we might be moving on to the next number. How do we do that? Do we move on to the next number, or do we just move it on to next week?
Okay, we'll see.
Or maybe it goes to the next number. All right.
We'll see. She'll respond. I know she's listening.
All right. Well, she's sure not commenting. So, yeah, so great show. Wow. I mean, that was awesome. Guys, you know, he decided that college wasn't for him at the time. You know, who knows if college may be for him later, but he, you know, focused on his dream and his passion. And he decided to pull out from college, which, you know, I encourage college all the time, you know. And so, yeah, I mean, you just don't know. But he's doing something awesome outside of college. And so, man, we just want to keep him encouraged. Check out his website. Go check out, get some oils, and be great. But, yeah, I don't see a response from Charlotte. So I think Charlotte might have been gone. So let's go to the next number. Charlotte Giles has missed out. What was the next number? So what was the number? 37?
Yes. 37.
She was on 36. And so she's over, was 27? 27. Was there another one closer? Let me look. I'm looking. Just be patient with us. Be patient, because I got a bunch of numbers. I think 27. Maybe 27. This is number 10, 45. 45 was over. 27. Number 27, because I don't see Charlotte. So Miss Rose Clemens is now the winner. All right. Let's go ahead and send
Rose
some.
there?
Oh, yeah, it's Rose. Rose, are you there?
You
Yeah,
there,
okay,
Rose?
let's see. Okay, you're absolutely right. Who's there? She there?
Yeah.
All right. Rose, I just seen a new comment. Uh-oh. It
That
says
was-
go, Rose. But hey, Rose, are you there? Okay, I'm going to go. If she's not there, then where we go next? Wow, this
It's
never happened. This
Sergio
is
right
pretty interesting. All right. So, yeah, they're not watching because they probably would comment really quick. So, Rose, you got about 10 seconds. Are you there? Nope. No new comments? All right.
Okay.
Let's. Somebody commented. Let's see. Nope. Oh, yeah, she is here. Wow, you had about 2 seconds, Rose. Man, you won the $40 Amazon gift card. I think she went to another page. She's watching another show.
Oh,
but anyway, she missed out. Sorry, Charlotte, but Rose will get you over a $40 Amazon gift card. Wow, that was pretty exciting. We have to make up some new rules. Like if you don't respond in like maybe 10 seconds or something like that, then we go on to the next number. And congratulations, Rose.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do that next time because people come on, they pop off, or people pop on and then they know the show's going to end at a certain time. They pop back on and try to see, but it's all good. We got a winner.
As long as they pop back on.
Yeah,
I mean,
it happens. It's our show. So, hey, great show today.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching and being a part of our show, Eric and Linda Live. We're on every Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Yes. We're signing out.
Peace. Have a great day.